Nobody warns you what happened the night Lakshmi chose a thief. The palace was asleep, but the corridors were not quiet. Oil lamps trembled like they were scared of their own light. And in the inner chambers, Kubera, the Lord of Wealth, counted. Not coins, control. Because when you own everything, you start believing even the goddess must sit where you point. Lakshmi was there, and yet not there. Her smile was soft, but her eyes were distant, like a river already deciding its next direction. Kubera had built her a city of gold, a throne of jewels, servants who didn't breathe too loud. He called it devotion. But devotion that cages is just greed wearing sandalwood. Then, a sound at the outer gate. Bare feet, a single anklet, no royal announcement. A man entered like he belonged to no one. Not a king, not a priest, not a rich patron. Just Vishnu, disguised as a wandering beggar. Kubera's chest tightened. Who walks into a treasury without fear? Who looks at mountains of gold and doesn't bow? The beggar didn't ask for diamonds. He asked for one handful. "One handful of rice," he said. Kubera almost laughed. Rice? In a house where even the spoons were made of gold? So he ordered his servants to bring it, polished grains, white as moonlight. And to make sure the beggar felt small, he insisted on feeding him himself. But before Kubera could place a single grain in Vishnu's palm, Lakshmi moved. She stepped forward and pressed her own hands over the bowl. Her bangles chimed once, like a warning bell. Kubera's face hardened. "Why?" he demanded. "He's a beggar. I am your devotee. I built this for you." Lakshmi looked at him with something terrifyingly calm. "You built it for yourself," she said. And then, without raising her voice, she did the most scandalous thing a goddess can do. She chose. She took a pinch of rice and offered it to the beggar first. Kubera's pride flared. "So this is what devotion gets. Humiliation? You'll feed a stranger before the one who worshipped you?" Vishnu's eyes lifted, gentle and merciless. "Show me," he said, "how much you truly give." Kubera, determined to prove his greatness, snatched the bowl back. He scooped an enormous handful and forced it into Vishnu's palm. And the moment that rice touched Vishnu's skin, the impossible happened. The gold pillars outside began to dull. The jeweled ceiling lost its fire. Coins in the vaults turned cold like dead fish. Rubies paled into ordinary stones. It wasn't theft. It was reversal. Lakshmi's gaze didn't leave Kubera as the palace transformed around them, because the real spectacle wasn't just wealth fading. It was this, a roaring ocean of gold. Yes, an ocean, pouring out of Kubera's treasury like a broken dam, rushing toward Vishnu's single open palm, and vanishing. An impossible river of riches, swallowed by a beggar's hand as if the universe itself was being rebalanced. Kubera fell to his knees, choking. "Stop! That is mine!" Lakshmi stepped closer. "Mine?" she echoed softly. "When did you start calling me mine, too?" Kubera looked up, and for the first time, he saw the truth he'd been hiding under worship. He didn't love Lakshmi. He loved what Lakshmi made him feel. Vishnu closed his fist gently, and the flood ceased. The palace remained, still grand, but no longer arrogant, no longer shouting. Kubera's voice cracked. "Then what was my crime?" Lakshmi answered, not like a judge, like a goddess who still protects even the proud. "You treated giving as a purchase," she said. "So tonight, you learned what cannot be bought." And the beggar smiled, because Vishnu had not come to empty a treasury. He came to expose the cage. Some nights, Lakshmi doesn't leave a house because it's poor. She leaves because it thinks she can be owned.